Let's say you have a bunch of parts in your Onshape assembly that you want to put together. Today we'll be looking at how to use mates to do that very quickly and easily. Here I have an entire robot that I assembled in Onshape. Now you probably will be only doing smaller assemblies because this is a lot of parts and a lot of work, but I just wanted to show it off to show what mates can do. On the left you can see all the fasten mates that are sticking stuff together, and then I have a few special mates that allow me to pivot the arm like so. The first step is to use the insert tool on the top left to insert any parts you want to use. These can come from part libraries or parts that you design yourself. Now let's actually put this stuff together. In this video we'll use the fasten mate and the revolute mate, but there are plenty more you can play around with. Now to use the fasten mate tool, first click on the fasten mate button and then select one of the many mates on the parts that you want to use. Now I want this screw in the middle of this hole, so that's why I selected two mates that I did. I'll then flip it to get it looking the right way. And there we go. I recommend you undo this and try a few times to see how the different points on each part affects how the parts attach to each other. Once you get the hang of this, you can align the parts pretty much how you want them. Now let's put the Sonic hub onto this Go Build a Motor. Now I want this thing centered on the hub, and you can see there is a mate in the middle of the hub, but it's kind of hard to click. So to get it, I'll hold shift, move my cursor over to that mate, and then click on it. And now I can go over to the motor and then pick either this circle down here, which is in the middle of the motor, and you can see that that gets the Sonic hub right in the middle of the motor. What I can also do is click up top here and use my same holding shift and dragging over to the middle to get it in the middle of the shaft. Now you can see that currently the Sonic hub is too high up, so I can click on this offset button and move the hub down to get it aligned where I want it. I can also move it left and right and rotate it to get it rotated the right way. Alright, that looks pretty good, so let's finish up this assembly. I'll first select this middle mate on this beam right here using our shift method, and then I'll move over to our Sonic hub and select the middle of it as well. And then after flipping it, we can see that it's aligned pretty much where we want it. Now just another little tip, you can also select the screw holes and align them to each other the same way you did for the screws. And that will work the same or better in some cases. Alright, now let's just fasten these last couple screws. Now here you can see I selected the wrong mate by accident, so you can click it again and select a new one to pick a different mate instead. And once I have this last screw done, we should be good to go. Now let's learn how to use the revolute mate. Since this is a motor, let's say I want to see how this channel will rotate independently from the motor, which I can't do because they're currently fastened together. What I can do is either make a new mate, or since they're fastened together, I can click on one of my old mates and turn it into a revolute mate. And after fixing this little problem, we can click this check mark, and now instead of being fastened together, they'll be free to independently rotate from each other. Now it's a bit hard to see because the rotate tool kind of moves stuff together, but if I fix this motor in place so I can't move it, I can see how this channel can rotate independently, and also works if I click out here. This is the same logic I used for my robot right here to get this pivoting motion, so this should be pretty helpful in seeing how your mechanisms will work.